it's Tracy and Violet and Boris and Jerry from Tea Time with Tracy and Violet and Boris and Jerry. Violet and Boris are my two fluffy bunnies. Well, two standard poodles. Jerry is my skeleton. Yeah, they're just not in the frame. I'm in a rush to try to do a bunch of book hauls because I put together 2 bookshelves and I'm going to do back-to-back book hauls and just schedule them to go up. So this is video number 3. This is some more dark romance. Maybe I'll put this as video number 4. Filming it in sequence, it's video number 3, but I'll probably put it as number 4 because I just did another dark romance video. So yeah. Some of these books I know, some of them I don't. I went through a phase and I wanted to get romance books that don't have happy endings. And this is one, I believe. Cora Combs' What I Am. Here. I got this off of a recommendation on Facebook. One of those dark romance groups. Somebody was looking for books without happy endings, and I think that's what this was. Yeah, I do have tea, but it's over there, and it's about gone, and it's cold, whatever's left in my cup, so I apologize. I'm just trying to bang all these videos off before some of my kids get home. That's just the way it is. With a mom of many, you got to do what you got to do. Frankie lived her teenage years in fear and pain. She began her adult life locked away and battling her demons. Now it's time for revenge. 5 boys stole Frankie's innocence. 5 men will pay the price. She has nothing to rely on but her survival skills she taught herself, her burning desire for vengeance, and the help of a ruthless, deadly assassin. But is St. just along for the ride, or is he interested in more than the thrill of the kill? As Frankie moves ever closer to her goal, it gets harder to keep St. at arm's length and harder to keep the memories of her past at bay. But Frankie can't let any of that get in her way. She needs justice. She needs to take these men down, whatever it costs. So, yeah, that's what it's about. She must have been assaulted, and she's out for revenge. A woman scorned. Yes, absolutely. I would too. Yeah. I guess it's quite a heartbreaking story. I'm making light of it, but I think it's, yeah, a roller coaster. I might have hauled that one, I forget. This is not dark at all. I occasionally buy contemporary and fluffy romance. Last Call on the List by Amy Dawes. I think one I hauled was Faking Mrs. Right, and I might be by her, I don't know. This was a CEO millionaire. Max Fletcher is a single dad in desperate need of a nanny. It's kind of like Mr. Masters, I'm assuming, if you know, from T.L. Swan. Cozy Barlow is in the middle of her self-appointed gap year and doing everything she can to detach from her past. But when her sister begs her to interview for the nanny position of a high-maintenance client, she doesn't have a good enough reason to say no. And when Max locks eyes on this 20-something in a tie-dye sweatsuit who pitches the idea of daydreaming all summer, he prepares to give this bad nanny the boot. One problem: Max's little girl thinks this plus-sized, in-body and spirit nanny might be her new bestie, so she hires her on the spot. Now Max is stuck with a bizarre woman who hates everything he represents: corporate greed, money, status, power. But one stormy night when the power goes out, he discovers Cozy doesn't hate him. In fact, he's the leading role in her fantasies he would very much like to make a reality. Ooh, spicy. Yeah, I read Mr. Masters by T.L. Swan last year, I think, and I thought it was funny. It was good. I have a couple other books by her I need to read. I have them up on my shelf. But I'll throw a book like this up in my horror binge or dark romance binge, something a little more light. And that one. This is a whole series, and it is not for everybody. This is by Ember Michaels. I don't know what the series is called. Book 1, I have it in wrong order. 3, 2, okay. You Will Bow, Rules of Bennett novel Rules of Bennett series, I think, by Amber Michaels, and I think it's really dark. I think he's a total jag, total a-hole, and I think, I don't know if he kidnapped somebody or taken away everything. Oh, after years of hiding, I thought I'd escaped him, but you can't hide when you belong to the devil. Taking away everything that I loved, he thought I'd be the perfect broken little doll. Little does he know, I'm not one to bend so easily. Following his 3 rules is the key to my salvation. That all rules are meant to be broken, even if breaking them would lead to my death. When a business meeting takes a tragically unexpected turn, Bennett's armor finally cracks, revealing his weakness. He may think he's the devil, but the devil can be destroyed too. With vengeance in my heart, I'll make him pay for what he's done. In the end, only one of us will bow, and I will bow to no man. But that sounds, you know, a general kind of romance, but I guess he is a real a-hole. Like, he treats her like shite, really, and does horrible things to her, and, like, abuses her in ways like, I don't know if he shaves her hair or sticks her in a freezer or something. I don't know. Like, crazy stuff. But I bought the whole dang series because I'm crazy. So, you will bow, you will break, you will obey. What does that say? More something forever. What does that say? I don't know. Something forever. I can't read that. I don't know what it is. MOVER. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But got the whole thing there. This romance thing is going to be a mixture of different kinds. Oh, my battery's getting low. I'll have to get my charger in a minute. All right. This is one that is not a happy ending too, I think. His Next Victim, by, this is book 1, the Lost Girls series. I didn't know. D.W. Thomas. I think this is a kidnapper that kidnaps girls, and yeah, I don't know. Surviving Devin Kimber is a miracle within itself. No lost girl has managed to pry herself from his grasp, so why should this one be different? Kenzie Shepherd was a dreamer in a wayward fashions and particular taste. She was naive, shy, and often overlooked. She wanted to be touched, seen, and noticed. It made sense that she crumbled when a man as powerful as Devin Kimber set his sights on her. She swooned at his charm and fell for him, fast and hard. Only Kenzie Shepherd didn't know that her handsome stranger was truly a daunting demon. As her debut self-published novel. Okay. Devin Kimber is molded into a monster by demons living within corners of childhood. He exercises rage and delusion by falling in love with every woman that made the mistake of smiling in his direction. However, when those women who were once so promising can't return his affections, those infatuations turn grave. And I think he must snap and do things. Stop chewing on Jerry, Boris. Yeah, I think it's not light and fluffy. Okay. Yeah, I think all these books don't have happy endings. This one is by Misha Stone. Christoph, I don't remember. Stolen and locked away. My name is Magdalena. I've been chasing after a story more dangerous than I realized, and now they've taken me. The Dawidoff family has been the focus of my attention, and now I'm theirs. They'll keep me locked away until I'm trained, and they plan to sell me. Highest bidder wins me, a nosy American girl, and Christoph has been put in charge of my education. I can't give up hope, even when Christoph promises there is none. Not for me, at least. He's going to break me, he's going to teach me, and in the end, I will be claimed. I don't know. Not very big. This one is by J.A. Huss. It's book 7. I think there's a whole series, but you don't have to read them in order. Oh, just a minute. All right, Meet Me in the Dark, Merc. Rook and Ruin, Book 7. I don't think you have to read them in order. He's empty, he's inhumane, dishonest, and cruel. She never wanted anyone more. Sydney has lived in fear for 8 years after freelance assassin Merc failed to rescue her from a cult-like militia group. Left in the hands of a sadistic man, she did whatever it took to survive, but Merc's last words gave her hope. Hope he'd be back to finish the job. After Merc is betrayed by her father, Sydney becomes his target. He wields sex, drugs, lies, and love like weapons. Merc knows just what to do with a fearful girl like Sydney. He's in control. He's always in control, but Sydney Channing is not what she appears, and Merc's only redeeming act, the very one that made Sydney's life a living hell, might just be his worst mistake yet. That one. So, maybe they end up killing each other. I really don't know. This is another one from that group. Yeah, I get recommendations from all over the place. Oh, I gotta stretch my legs out. Okay, those guys are going to start horsing around. Just dog noises, you know, dog noises. Take Me With You. There's a reason it's called The Dead of Night by Nina G. Jones. Oh, I wonder if it's the same person that did Debt. I'm not sure. That name sounds familiar. I have that book. And, yeah, I haven't read it yet, but I do. I watch, I study, I hunt, I prowl. I always go in with a plan. I set the rules for myself. I don't take unnecessary risks. That's how I've been able to evade capture all these years. But there's something about this girl. This is different than the others. When I finally meet her, the rules become a blur, and I break the most important one of all. I take her with me. It's just an investment. It's just my imagination, that feeling being watched. Those icy eyes, a vivid turquoise with a distinct golden fleck, aren't watching me. It's just stress. I'm a person everyone relies on. Maybe that's why I haven't been feeling so content with my life lately. Why I dream those eyes belong to someone who can tear me away from all the responsibilities. I don't know if it's part stalker, part just heartbreaking story. They're both probably tortured, broken people, and they find one another, and they can be tortured and broken together. That's a cool cover, I think. It says a lot. They're both drowning in their miseries, I guess. This one is, yeah, all of these. J. Marie, this one's called Stolen. What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger. The Stronger series. It's not very big. It was never supposed to happen to me. I was smart, I was strong, I was fucking first degree black belt, for fuck's sakes. But none of that mattered. Not when you're outgunned and outnumbered. I was stolen from my life and thrown into the dark and hollow depths of human trafficking. But it's not all glitter and rainbows, especially when it comes to him. He wants me beaten, he wants me broken, but most importantly, he just wants me. And that's the scariest thing of all. I won't let him win. I won't let him break me. I'll come back like steel every time, because in the end, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. And then it goes on to what he says, or his little blurb. But I guess it's a dark ending. So, by J. Marie. That one. Oh, it's going to be a good winter, guys. All these books that I got, it's going to be a good friggin' winter with all these books. This one, very tiny. Ray Havoc, Boys Will Be Boys. This is very extreme and inappropriate. Psycho. Hello, my name is Psycho. Bree goes hiking with her friends, determined to make fun memories before she and her friends are off to college. Everett and his friends are making their own memories, ones that girls aren't going to want to be a part of. The boys forcefully include themselves anyways. That's all I'll say about that. If you want to know, you better look that up. Make sure you check all triggers for any books that I recommend, honestly. You gots to. Oh, I'm missing another book of stuff. This one is a trilogy. It's 3-book bind up. It's a big one. By Jennifer Benny. How do you say that? I don't know. The Fragile Tie series, a complete collection. And abducted, imprisoned, and tormented. Taking her was easy. Leanna was her daddy's spoiled little princess, a beautiful, well-educated heir to her father's corrupt empire, making her the perfect bait to bring her daddy to his knees. Forcing her to suffer and submit was thrilling, but breaking that the princess was supposed to get David and his revenge. Instead, she's betrayed and abandoned as the plans he set in motion tear her world apart. The truth can hurt, but in Leanna's case, it's burned her entire life to the ground and left her kneeling at his feet. David isn't a good man, but as vicious as he can be, he's not the only monster at her door. She's still the heir to the family name drenched in blood, and they're not going to let her go without a fight. But David won't let them take anything else from him, and he claimed Leanna's body and soul. There. So I guess her dad is a baddie, and they take her for revenge, and I don't know whether she turns on her daddy or what, but there. So I would, yeah, this, it looks big, but there's a lot of space, so yeah, 3 books in one though, 3 books in one. And, ooh, I got book 1 of the Collide series, Collide by Gail McHugh. I can't remember. Oh, I need to go get my charger. Okay, you're plugged in. I got, like, these are all from thrift books. Yeah, some of those were, like, that was thrift books. Some of them are discover books. Oh, book 2, book 1, book 3. I don't know if this is just a trilogy or if there's more. But by Aletha Romig. I got The Consequences, Truth, and Convicted. Like $3.99. Yeah, I forget what this is about. I believe a lady is kidnapped. The story begins as Claire Nichols finds herself thrust into a life she never knew or wanted. She depends on her intuition and adaptability. Every aspect of her life depends on a tall, wealthy, dark-haired, there's a sticker in the way, something. Fate brings Anthony something more sinister. With limited options, Claire attempts to endure the hellish existence that changes her beliefs, personality, looks, and even her name. Actions have consequences. What will they be? Experience wide range of emotions as Claire attempts to control the actions in order to accomplish her main goal, survival. Will her actions influence Anthony's hidden goal and agenda? Follow the journey through the twists and turns. Both characters determine their destinies, whatever the consequences. I think this guy takes this girl, or is maybe owed a debt or something, I don't know, and he strips her of everything. Her name, her identity, like she doesn't even exist. And yeah, there's I can't say. I'm sorry, I can't say. But that would be a good, entertaining thing to go in blind. Yeah, that one. All right. Now, let's shine a little light. Let's get the Lord up in here. Not really, but Lessons in Sin. Pam Godwin. I can't remember if I've read anything by her before, but I bought a bunch of religious romances. I think, oh, careful you guys. I can't remember. Oh, just a minute. Yes, this one is, I think a girl, like a misbehaving spoiled brat of a girl or something, goes to a Catholic school, and Father Magnus is the head guy there, headmaster, I guess, Father Magnus Falk. And I don't really know. She doesn't want to go to the school, but she has to go to the school because she's been expelled from other schools, and she does things to try to get out of the school, but he's on to her, and I think they develop some sort of a naughty relationship. So that one. Like I said, I was going on a little bender. I got Priest and I got Midnight Mass. Priest, there's I think 2 other books, Sinner and something else. I only got Priest. Oh, I got Sinner too. What's the other one? There's a purple one. I don't have that one. I think there's 3 brothers maybe, but the first one is Priest, and there are many rules a priest can't break. A priest cannot marry. A priest cannot abandon his flock. A priest cannot forsake his God. I've always been good at following rules until she came. Then I learned new rules. My name is Tyler Anselm Bell. I'm 29 years old. 6 months ago, I broke my vow of celibacy on the altar of my own church. And God help me, I will do it again. I'm a priest, and this is my dang confession. I guess you better confess, boy. And I don't know if you have to read them in order. I don't think that you do. I think there's 3 brothers and they all have their own story. I'm not a good man. I've never pretended to be. I don't believe in the goodness or God or any happy ending, and this isn't paid for in advance. What I do believe in, money, sex, Macallan 18. They have words for men like me: playboy, womanizer, skirt chaser. My brother used to be a priest, and he's only has one word: sinner. So, some sort of bad boy. And I think Midnight Mass is, maybe I shouldn't read it because maybe it all goes together. I'm assuming they all get together. I'm assuming. And then I got one by Clarissa Wilde, Father. I can't remember what this one is. Confess your sins. People call me Father, but I prefer Frank because I'm the worst preacher you'll ever meet. Days spent completely wasted pulled a number on you, especially when you've got a truckload of baggage that comes with it. Until this beautiful girl in the back of my church takes my breath away, and we end up committing sacrilege in the confessional. Ooh, boy. Did I mention I'm filthy? Bad doesn't even begin to describe me, and after one taste of what she's got to offer, I want more. Too bad having a dirty mind isn't the only thing we've got in common. Our past is laced with sin. That one. And I think that's all of the dark romances. I have one more haul to do. It's like literal fiction kind of stuff, suspense, thriller stuff, but anyways. That's my haul. There was a couple more books. I had just ended this, but I'm splicing this in. Alright, you fellers. They're playing around. These are ones that don't have the happy-ish endings sort of thing. This one is Broken Souls by Evan Grace. She destroyed my family. Coming home was a mistake. After 10 years, Briley Whitmore has returned to our hometown, giving me my shot at revenge. I thought it would be simple, but she changed. I was supposed to make her pay for what she's done, so why do I feel like I have to fix her instead? If my dad wasn't sick, I would have stayed away. Chase Foster's plans to exact his revenge, and I deserve it. I'm supposed to pay for my sins, but now he wants to fix me instead. Too bad there's nothing left to fix. One tragedy, 2 broken people. Can he forgive her? Can she forgive herself? That one. All right. And then Wicked Ways. Looks like wise, but Wicked Ways. I don't know if this is in a series or not. By Carrie Silverwood. What if a man could command you to do anything and you couldn't make yourself say no? Well, I don't know about that, but as a teenager, Zori escaped a kidnapper. Now she's stronger, smarter, and she avoids the wolves until she meets Reuben, and her avoidance strategy is chafed in the wind. He's a collector and a mesmer with the ability to control certain women at will. No matter which way she turns, is she simply choosing a different evil? That one. And then I bought 2 by, this is a duet. Jada? I don't know how to say that. I am so sorry. I don't know how to say that name. I will butcher it if I do it. Book 1 and book 2. So, Destroyed and Freed. Ever experienced darkness inside and out? I have. I've lived in the darkness for a long time, feeling like I wake up in a cave every single day, and have been living there for years. But even in the dark life, I still find, even living in the dark life, I still find whatever ray of light I can get to see myself, to show everyone who I am. This is what I thought I would be doing when I got the chance to participate in a dance performance in London, to go and live my dream. But what I didn't know is that my life was about to change by him, Harold. Oh, Harold. I know I should have stayed away from him since day one. Everyone warned me, and so did he. But there was something about him that made me want to be with him. We both had our own secrets. We both shared them too, but I never should have fallen in love with him. I never should have made such mistakes. He came into my life being more than just a ray of light. He made me see the world through his eyes, but I was a fool to even think I could have a normal life with him, because at the end, he did what he promised he would do if I stayed. He promised to destroy me, and now I am destroyed by him. Well, you stupid, stupid girl. So, that one. Okay, that's it. Back to the outro. That's my haul, so I'm going to truck these books upstairs and go on to the next. So with that, I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. Boris! He's tearing apart one of his toys. Fuzz is going everywhere. Okay. Look. Yeah. Wild boy, wild boy. Okay, guys, with that, I'm going to say have a good night or have a good morning, and I might see you sometime soon. Bye. Ka-splash.